Who doesn't love a sunny day? Ask Stuart and he'll tell you why. He has a blinding problem thanks to his neighbour's solar panels.
It's blindingly bright. You physically can't sit and face it. Imagine just like looking at the sun.
Unlike most people, Stuart dreads a sunny day.
Very annoying. We want to be able to sit and enjoy our own environment, and we can't do that. So it's very frustrating.
2 years ago, his neighbour installed solar panels. That's when he says his blinding nightmare began.
We've got an issue here. Then they said, we'll send someone out. So someone came out. But since then, it's been a pretty big challenge getting some response, potentially looking for a solution.
Every morning, the sun reflects off the solar panels into his backyard in Melbourne's Bayside and into his house.
If you're sitting facing the panel, you have to get up and move because you can't see. You become blinded by the reflection. And it even impacts through the house at different times of the day.
Stuart's neighbours declined to be interviewed, but he says they've told him they're willing to move the panels. They just don't want to be up for the cost.
Our neighbours have been great, to be honest. There seems to be a pretty simple solution in as much as we could move the panels, but it was going to be at ours and my neighbour's cost, when really it's a unintended consequence of the installation. And I don't see why we should have to bear the cost of that mistake.
Stuart has tried to look on the bright side and admits there are bigger problems in the world.
It's an issue that we face many days, particularly if the sun's out. We know that for a period of time we just can't utilise our property. You know, some might say that's a first world problem, and it probably is. But the point is, throughout this whole process, there is no regulation around this.
As the renewable energy sector continues to grow, experts say it will present more challenges.
Fundamentally, solar panels do have a form of glass on the surface. That glass is not supposed to be reflective, but of course there are circumstances where intense sunlight can do that.
Tony Wood runs the energy program at the Grattan Institute.
There are combinations of things that are usually done to avoid any interference with people's other amenities from where they're placed on rooftops. If it's a real problem in some cases, of course it should be addressed.
1 in 3 Australian homes have solar panels installed. That's more than 4 million systems. Begs the question, how many others are in the same boat as Stuart?
I think maybe it would open a door that says we actually have to fix this for a lot of other people. There are other people who are in the similar boat and maybe haven't been able to take this opportunity to raise the issue.
While Energy Australia didn't say who would foot the bill, in a statement to ACurrentAffair, the company says a compliant, safe solar system has been installed and we're happy to facilitate any solution the neighbours agree on. We're taking all steps we can to help find an outcome that works for everyone involved. Stuart would like to see solar panel installation subject to greater checks and balances.
Through planning and stuff, can't have windows overlooking, can't have this, can't have that. But it seems that companies can install a solar panel, which effectively is a solar mirror, and there's no regulation at all.
And if you're wondering, why doesn't he just pay for his problem to be fixed?
Have you considered it?
Paying for it?
Yeah.
I have considered it, but again, on principle, I don't see why we should have to. We've looked at other options, but building an extension on the fence for another 10 feet, or putting blinds up, or I don't see why we should be bearing a cost of an impact that we had nothing to do with.
For Stuart, the solution is pretty simple.
Own the mistake, work with the people that it impacts on it, and fix it.
Stuart estimates that it'll cost around $2,000 to move his neighbour's solar panels, so we'll see if the supplier comes to the party.